Today is what day? Wednesday, November 27th, and this is video 2. So hello and welcome to Nettle's Place. In this video, I want to tell you a little bit of what I've been up to, what's going on, and give you a little taste of a big project I'm working on. So let's do the calendar. I got a new haircut. October 1st, I went in and just told her I was tired of the way it was looking and I wanted to do something different. So Mona's the best. She's just the best. She will just mess with it and it comes out the way I like it every single time. So I was really pleased with that. Then later in October, the 22nd through the 26th, I'm watching KJ. I went to Texas and spent some time with my brother, Eddie. Everybody else calls him John. He's just not a John to me. He's Eddie. He has been since we were little bitty kids, so he probably will be until he's an old man. And Sue Ellen. She's my crazy sister-in-law. So I have to tell you, I walked in there, after being on the plane and all the excitement of going and having so much fun trying to get there. I walk in their house and there's a whole room full of ladies. And, everything's big in Texas. These ladies had big personalities and I loved every one of them. She had a bunco night planned. So we sat down and we played bunco and I lost every round. Every round. But that's okay, because in bunco, when you win, you lose. So I came away that night $25 richer. I was having fun. It was great. But, got to visit with some people that I hadn't seen for a little bit and reacquaint ourselves, and that was really fun. From there, we spent a day up in Schulenburg, Texas, and toured all of the painted churches, and they were phenomenal. I put pictures out on my Facebook page, so you guys, if you haven't seen them, be sure to go out and look at those, because I was amazed at how gorgeous these churches were. And if you're in the area, be sure to take the tour because it is well worth it. So then after that, she and I, one day when Eddie came to get me, sorry, I've got a cold and it's kind of messing with me today. When he came to get me, he hit something in the road, a piece of metal of some sort, and blew his tire. So he had to spend a day having his tire repaired. So that meant Sue Ellen and I got to go shopping. And we tooled around all the little towns around Sweeney, which is where they're from, and it's about an hour and a half south of Houston. So it's down pretty close to the coast. We went through some thrift stores, junk stores, antique stores. Just did some fun shopping, spent some time, and really enjoyed it. And she showed me different places where she had grown up because she was right there from that area her entire life. I didn't get to see her mama this time. Her mom's in her 90s. But hopefully next time I go down, I'll be able to visit with her a little bit. What else did we do? We had our last day there. Her friend Mary came over, Mary Engelhardt. And she is such a sweetie. I just love her to death. She sat and spent the day with us laughing and carrying on, and we shared Pinterest pads and, things that I'm planning on doing, things that she wants to do, and she just kept saying, "Oh, I wish you lived closer. We could have such fun." And yeah, I wish I did too. That it would be fun for all of us to be together all the time. So then I had to come home, and of course that was really sad having to leave again and get back. But I tell you, no matter how much fun you have when you're on vacation, the anticipation of coming home and sleeping in your own bed is just so great, and it's so welcoming. You look forward to it. You would look forward to going away, and you look forward to coming home. So that makes a good life. Then the last thing in October was on October 31st, Halloween. That's my brother's birthday. So I sent him a card. I don't know if he ever got it. So happy birthday, Eddie. If you didn't get your card, be sure to go in on your email and find it, because it's there. Oh, shoot. Then in November, on the 2nd, my friend Lori Butcher came over, and we went to Nell Hills, which is a really cool, I don't want to say it's a furniture store. It's got furniture in it, but it's got all sorts of accessories and fabrics and just beautiful things. And at that shop, they're kind of one of those over the top. So you can't have just a little arrangement. They're big arrangements, but they copy antiques, and they have antiques in the store, but they also do some copies and sell those at, a more reasonable price that somebody like me could afford. And I don't think I actually bought anything that day. The line, oh my goodness, the line was like out the door trying to get in to get paid for things. So no, I didn't do that. And then the last thing here in November is I'm on vacation. I went out last Thursday, the 21st, and I will be off clear through the end of November here, and won't go back until December. I believe it's the second or third, maybe second. And this has been really nice. I got some new tires, which I absolutely had to do. I run those things until they are just bald. So when the salesperson came back in, she was like, yeah, you need some tires. You need a couple tires on the front. I'm like, yeah, but they were still working okay, so I just went with it. But yeah, I need to take care of that a little bit more often than I do. And then I have done some stitching. A couple of friends came over, Debbie Williams and Debbie Dewey, and we had a stitching day last weekend, which was really fun. I love those girls, and we sat and chatted and ate snacks and just had a good time. They were here for quite a while, and I really enjoyed it. Looking forward to the next time we get together. What else did we do? I have done some decoupage, which you'll get to see in a little bit. I have done some shopping, which you'll get to see in a little bit. So today, once I get done here, then I'll go in and I'll start my pie making for Thanksgiving. I'm going to try my hand at a chocolate pie and a peanut butter pie. So with the meringue, and I'm not going to do deep meringue. I'm going to do just normal size meringue. So keep your fingers crossed for that turns out good. If not, I bought some Cool Whip we can put on top. So there's always a plan B, right? Oh, shoot. December, what's coming up? I've got a crafting day with my girlfriend Mary. So we've decided this year we are not going to exchange gifts. We're going to get together and we're going to do some crafts. So that is always fun with her. I went over one year and helped decorate her house for Christmas, and that was really fun. Did her mantle and the different areas of her house, and she's got a big, beautiful, gorgeous house. And it's up in Riss Lake. And I know a lot of you probably don't know where that is, but for down here, that's a pretty nice area. So, I enjoy my time there with her. And then I have a couple of vacations coming up in December. Don't have a lot planned because I'm just gonna, be focusing on finishing things up and getting Christmas settled and things purchased, wrapped, and everything all ready to go for the holiday. But I realized a couple weeks ago that I had like 3 weeks left of vacation, and I hadn't used it yet. And I thought, well, why am I holding on to this? I need time away. You need to refresh and rejuvenate. So I just started with the calendar, sat down and went through all the weeks and decided, I'm taking 2 here, I'm taking 4 here, I'm doing this, and got it down to I have, I think, 1 day that I'm carrying over this year, which for me, I think that's great. Excuse me, I don't like to carry days over. I know sometimes you need them because, if something happens and you need to be off for a long period of time, then you need that time to in your bank to help subsidize. But I just decided, it's this close to the end of the year. I'm just going to go ahead and spend my time. So that's what I'm doing. I'm taking off 2 days, the 12th and 13th, and then I'm going to take off my annual vacation at the end of the year, which starts at noon on the 24th. My birthday. The company shuts down for my birthday. You believe that? I've got some swampland for you. And then I won't go back until after the first of the year. So that'll be a nice long vacation again there too. So that's what's been going on and what's been coming up. I did have a day that I could have just kicked myself. I had told Debbie Dewey I would do her book club with her. And I was really excited about doing it. I had gotten the book, listened to it, because I listen to mine to and from work. I think I've told you that before. And I listened to it during the day at work too, which was really unusual. I finished that book in less than a week. It was so good. The book title is The Life She Was Given, and it's by Ellen Marie Wiseman. It starts out in the 1930s with a little girl who's 6 years old, and her name is Lily. And Lily doesn't understand why she's being kept in the attic. And we don't know what's going on, except that Lily's mama is very religious, makes her read the Bible every day, told her she cannot go outside, she can't meet anyone, because they would think that she was a monster. And, that's what they did back in the 30s. They put people away, either in a sanatorium or, hid them in their home somehow. So I understood what was happening, but you don't know what is going on with Lily. And then we go to the other girl in the book, and her name is Julia, and you're in the 1950s then. And, she's got this horrible mother who is super religious, makes her read the Bible every day, wants all of these things to happen a certain way, and blames her for her father's death because she had gone out with some friends when she wasn't supposed to, and her father went out and had a car wreck and was killed while he was looking for her. So the mother always blamed her for that and would never let her live that down. So it's an interesting story. I'm not going to tell you what happens with it, but I could not put it down. Could not put it down. Lily, I will tell you, gets sold to the circus. So that's one little tidbit that you might help you understand more what's going on with the story. But if you have not read it, I would put it on your to read list because it is excellent. I highly, Highly recommend it. Now, book club night, I forgot. It was my first day of vacation, and I forgot about it completely. Debbie texted me. I think I was supposed to be over there about 6:15 or so to meet her. She texted me about 6:30, 6:40. Are you coming? And I thought, coming to what? What are you talking about? Today's Saturday. No, it was Thursday. I felt so bad. She did tell me later, though, that she could have used me because I actually liked the story, and the other ladies that were there didn't like the story, so she could have used my help with that. I promise you, Debbie, January 16th, I will be there. Just let me know the name of the book so I can read it. Okay, so now let's start, and I'll show you some things that I've gotten. I bought a new toy. I decided with all these things that I want to make, I really could use a Cricut. So I bought me a Cricut, and of course the first thing you get to do is make this little card. So I made this card all by my lonesome. Yeah, all me. And it's easy to use, but you have to know how to use it. And I don't like the instructions that they give because I don't follow them that well. So I've done a lot of YouTubes and plan on going to a class local here so that I can get some more scoop on this. I also sat down and I made an envelope. Really got it all done. One thing I didn't know, though, it told me that 9 by 12 was what I needed, and I had my sheet. Did it say 9 by 12? No, it pictured it. I looked at the picture, and it was above 8 where they were cutting, so I thought I had enough. I did not cut my envelope wrong. But I think this turned out really cute. Can you see that little reindeer? I think he's really, really cute. I really like him. That was fun to do. It cut the inside for me, it cut the outside, and then didn't tell you what to do with it, so I had to figure out how to put it together and what was going on there. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But I got it figured out, and I think I'm going to enjoy working on that. The more I work with it, the more I understand and can figure out the little ins and outs of it. I also, the day Lori came, she stopped by Cece's for me and picked up some stash that I had there, and I got number 12, Gratitude, Heart Full of Gratitude. And this is the Songbird Garden series by Cottage Garden Samplings. Whew. Glad the light came up a bit. I couldn't hardly see that. But I really enjoy these and think they're so beautiful. I'm really happy to get it and finish out that series. Then I got some happy mail, and I wanted to share that with you. You know, I had talked to you about this design. Let me pull it out again so you know what I'm talking about. It is the Jardin Privé Simpler à Bouquet 1, 2, and 3. So 3 patterns here. And let me see here. If you can see here, there's the full design on the back. And I had mentioned that I was thinking I wanted to do it on a pale pink. And, you know, was trying to figure out how I was going to get it because it takes almost a full yard. Well, actually it does take a full yard all the way across at 28 count. So, you know, I didn't know what I was going to do. Well, my friend Vicki Levitt, she contacted me and said that Doug wanted to dye some fabric for me for this project. So these two are so sweet. They're from IX Stitch, and they have a site that I ran across too, ixstitch.com. That's also their YouTube name. But they're a funny group, funny couple, and I really like them. They're very down to earth. Doug does beautiful fabrics. Look what they sent me. A full yard of this gorgeous, gorgeous pink. Beautiful fabric here. And I want you to notice what they named it. Sweet Nancy. I love it. I love it. I can't wait. I told him this project I probably won't start until springtime. But, and it's probably going to be a long-term project because there's so much of it. But I think the fabric turned out beautiful. The hand is just fabulous. I can see some little lighter spots on it, which I love. And it's a linen. I'm sure you saw that. It's a 28 count Cashel. Fabrics from Swigert. And I'm excited about it. I really appreciate your kindness and just want everybody to go over and watch their Flosstube because it's really cute and they have some cute things there. And then my friend Judy Whitman from JBW, she sent some new designs to me. So I haven't looked through all of these. I wanted to do that with you. So she sent me these designs and asked if I would review them with you while I was in my video. So let's just go through them. 2, 3, oh, I have four of these, which is the 12 Days of Christmas. So book 1 has, of course, partridge in a pear tree, 2 turtle doves, and 3 French hens. And look how cute that is. I really like these. They're really cute. And then book 2 has 4 calling birds, 5 golden rings, 6 geese a-laying, and that's all it has. But that's plenty, right? So there's those. Book 2. I like the colors on these and all of the Christmassy design on it. It's really cute. And then we've got book 3. We've got 7 swans a-swimming, 8 maids a-milking, 9 ladies dancing. And there are those. Aren't those cute? And the last book, of course, we've got 10 lords a-leaping, 11 pipers piping, and 12 drummers drumming. And there's those. Now I want you to show, I want to show you, she's got on the back here the stitch count, the finish count on 32, what she used, all of the charting information on here. So it's everything that you need to know about the product in order to make it look like what she's done. And inside, she's also given you an option here. Look at how she's hung those in that little door, that little window. Isn't that cute? That would be the prettiest display. And in each one, she's got the 3 in the booklet listed there in color, so you get the full effect of it. I think Judy does a fabulous job with her designs. And all the colors are the same here. She's got all of these listed, plus all the directions here on how to do it. So she really spends time and goes through these really well. So that's a neat set to get. Then I've got Christmas Tree Collection 10. So I think she's done others of these. Obviously, since it's 10, I'm sure she has 9 others that she's doing. And again, she's got on the back all the information about each one and where to get your product. I can't show you this one because the design is on the left. So I wonder if I could... if I can figure out how to do this. So there, she's got the color coding on each one, what you need. I like that one. I like the Christmas trees, and I love the little cardinals. Oh, and I see she's got 2 different ways to do it. Did you notice that? You can either do it the big design or the small design. I like both of those. I wonder if this one is over 1, and I bet you it is. Yes, it is. So for all you people who do over 1, just lickety-split, there's you another option. And then this, what she said to me, is a Scandinavian Christmas. I think this is beautiful. Look at that. Look at the little buttons. Do you see those? I'm seeing them as we're going through. Here, 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 and here. I love those deer leaping, and down at the bottom there's a little rocking horse. I like alphabets really well, and I think that Judy does some that are really, really unique. And here's the back panel on this one. So that's her designs that she sent to me. That was quite a bit. Thank you, Judy. Those are lovely. And then she also sent me the collection panel. So this is the JBW Fall Collection. And that's the items that we just looked at. Aren't those cute? And then here's the Summer 2019. She was trying to get you ready for some of the holidays. Those are really cute. I love that Noel. The Joy is cute. They're all cute. And then Springtime. Ooh, I like these. Here they are, Springtime. Aren't those cute too? So as you see, she comes out with a collection each season and sets them up like this so that you know everything that's come out, which is really nice. And then you have the opportunity to get those from her. Ooh, I like that. French Country Crown. I like that. So thank you, Judy. Thank you. I hope you guys go out and look for her. I know she's got a Facebook group that she is part of. So you can share your designs there with her when you have done her designs, stitched her designs. And she really enjoys seeing them and reviewing them with you. So be sure to share that with her. Then I got a request. Somebody saw me that I was going to work on one of my Christmas pieces. And this is Snowy Sampler, Quaker Style, by RATM Designs. Let me pull the card up so you can see it better. So this is what I'm going to work on coming up. I think that's really cute. They're having a hard time finding it, so I know it's been out of stock for a long time. But I've got my fabrics in here and all my flosses, and it's getting close to the holiday now, so I want to get that done and be able to finish it off. So I'm going to start working on that next. I did continue on and was working on my little leaf. And this was Falling Leaves by DMC. This design by DMC. And I think I told you it was all in teals on the original design and I switched it over. I've got one leaf left that I'm working on right up here at the top, and then just a couple little swirls that I have to put in, and this will be all done. I think it's turning out very, very pretty. I really like it. I just need to, excuse me, sit down and get it done. I'm sure none of you have projects like that, though. I'm sure that when you start a project, you finish it right away, don't you? You never have to worry about it again. Uh-huh. I'll buy that swampland back from you. So then, because it's the holidays, I wanted to get some things out of my stitching, my finished pile, so that I could start using them. I don't like having that stack of stuff there and not having it out where people can see it, where I can see it and enjoy it, because I think that's part of why we stitch, is not only for the enjoyment of doing it and the camaraderie of doing it with others, but also so that we can look at it and enjoy what we've done. It's so I don't know the word I want to say, but I'm really proud when I get something done and someone looks at it and they're like, "Oh wow, that is really nice. I like that." Thank you. I do too. So I wanted to show you. I'm going to make some different little pin cushions and pillows and things, and I found some fabrics that I'm going to use. So you remember my 1831. I am going to do that with this as the backing and make a little pin cushion out of it. So that's one. And then I have, whoop, I guess you need it right side up, Jingle All the Way. This one is so cute. I'm going to do it in a stripe on the back. You see it's the red check on the front, and I'm going to do the stripe on the back. The green really does match. I know it doesn't look like it on the video, but the green matches with this really well. So I like that one. And then I don't know if you've seen this one or haven't seen it for a long, long time, but it's Jingle. I love that reindeer up there. Look at where, let me see if I can get him. Look at how crazy he is. And I used Krynic on a lot of this. They didn't call for that, but I used Krynic all through it. I am going to use this fabric with it. And it's got little polar bears all over it. I think that's going to look really cute. Colors just popped for me. So I'm going to do that one. And these won't take long. That'll be a pillow also. And then I have my poinsettia house, which I know a lot of you have done. I did it, you can see, on a crystal. And I found this fabric I'm going to use for the backing, because I think that will look really pretty. Looks good with the house and the flowers. And I like the sheen that it's got to go with the crystal of the fabric. So I will do that. And then my last one I'm going to do, and these will probably won't take me that long. You know, I probably do them all in one day. Those are all mainly going to be pillows. And I've got some lace trims. I'm going to probably lace them out, edge them with lace. I've got ribbons. I don't know if I will attach any ribbons to them, but you know, just kind of work through it as I go. My last one is 'Twas the Night. So you saw me finish this last year. And I am going to make a wall hanging on this with this fabric. I want to see if I can leave a little over and then put an edging of this and then use this also on the back of it. I think that will make it look really, really pretty. And I got, do I have it in here? I do, but it's over there. I won't get up and go get it. I found a hanger that's got like the mistletoe or ivy on it. So I'm going to use that for the hanger on this particular piece. So that is that. Last thing I have up for you today is my decoupage fabric project. And I have been working on it quite a bit lately. I wanted to share what I've done and give you a preview of kind of what you can expect from it. So I'm going to turn this around and show you my decoupage. Okay, so here's my decoupage project. We've all got these coffee tables. We used to call them TV dinner trays, snack trays. We've all got these in our house, right? You know, they're that yellow color and they're really old and dated, and after a while you just don't like them. So I decided this was going to be my decoupage project. So I have sanded it down, and you all know how to do that. You just rough sand the entire top, just get that finish off. Use a little hand sander, a little palm sander, or like a sanding block. That works really well getting down into these cracks down here. Then you have to decide what your base color is going to be. So I decided mine was going to be black. And the thing for me that I really wanted was to make sure the legs looked good, because the top is just a background for me. It's not going to show. It's going to be underneath all my decoupage. So, you know, I know it's got a spot here where there's some extra paint. You know, it looked like there was a spot here, but it's going to be okay, because then I printed out stacks of pictures that I found on Pinterest. So this one is all foxes. Just different prints that I liked of them. I love that guy. Isn't he pretty? And look at that. Now I may not use all of these, but I printed them so that I had them to fill the spaces. And I printed a couple of these because sometimes it's nice to take those little guys and fill in a hole. Then I also did this, which is like London and England. So different crowns, that little thing in the corner. Paris, London and England. Paris and London. I'll get that out right. And then see, I did some homes because I love these thatched homes. This is one of my favorite. I could live in that all day long. Then here's some London items. Look at that crown down there. Isn't that pretty? And the travel bags. Then these are the crowns of all the kings of England, which I thought was kind of cool. I don't know if I'll keep them together or if I'll cut them all apart. And then see this, I can't read that. Oh, I couldn't read it anyway. It's in another language. But I loved how dramatic those crowns were. And then some more castle pictures. So I've got all of those. So once you decide what it is you want to do on your tabletop, then you need to either cut or tear the picture. I started to tear on mine and didn't like how it looked because this paper was so thick. When I tore it, it left a white edge all the way around, and I did not like that, so I cut. So I have done tops for 2 now. This is my first one. I'm going to hold it over, well, maybe hold it over so you can see. This one I have cats and bees all over it. This kitty, so cool. See, look, there's Felix. There's little cats all through him. I think he's just so cute. And this guy's peeking this way, this guy's peeking that way. And then on up the French bee. Okay, now I did this one a little different. If you'll notice, I've got a big piece here behind, that's sheet music, and then a big piece here behind. So those anchored the two corners. And then I put all the other designs on top of that. I had to really think about this because it went together differently than my other one did. For me, this was harder, having the bigger pieces. So then the other that I did, if you guys know me at all, you know I like fairies. So this one is all fairies. See the warning? You'll recognize this as a cross-stitch piece, Mirabilia. There's several different things in here. I really like how this one turned out. This one was a big piece of paper that I had to use, and it's an old Masters, so I liked that really well. I think it turned out real nice. So now the next step is that I will need to spray these with a top coat of epoxy. And you can see I left here, there's a little hole there. I tried to cover everything up. Looks like I got something a little bent here. But you don't have to be real perfect with it. I glued this paper down with wallpaper glue. And some of the, I picked it up so I could slide things in. I laid it back down, I re-glued it. So I worked on this for probably at least an hour per top. But the last step will be to spray them with polyurethane finish, and then they'll be ready to go. They'll be sealed. Between each one, each part of the project that you do, you need to wait at least a day. Maybe not so much with the sanding, but you'll need to sand, wipe it down, and then do your paint and wait. And there's always going to be something that you've forgotten, that you've missed. I saw when I folded these up a minute ago, I missed the top of the bar that goes underneath, so I'll have to touch that up. But definitely wait 24 hours between gluing and then spraying. And see, this is coming up. I'll have to make sure that gets glued back down again. But I think this turned out pretty nice. I like it. And I'll get that polyurethane on these, and then I can set them up and use them for my TV tray when I'm watching TV. One tip I wanted to tell you was that when you start doing these and you have them all cut out, lay them out how you think you want them to go, because that way you can see your space better and you'll know if they're going to fit. I mean, because this guy is really, really big. I mean, look, there's my hand. See, so he's a big piece, but I just loved his eyes. So he is probably going to go, when I get him cut, he is probably going to go right in the very middle. And think about this too, which side your bar is on, because I've set these up, these two. Can you see there's no bar in front? It's in the back. That way, when I use them, I can see everything that's on the sheet. So I hope this makes sense to you. I'm sure you're kind of dizzy right now going back and forth with this, but if you have any questions, just let me know. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm back. I hope you saw how to do that. I hope you understood what I was saying in that, and that it was clear. Decoupage is really easy. We did it as kids in our classrooms, but they just didn't call it that. All decoupage is a collection, excuse me, of papers or fabrics or tinsels, whatever embellishment you want to put on it, and gluing it on an item. Doesn't have to be a tray. Could be a round cylinder, a can that you want to decoupage and make it for your pencil can, or a hundred different things that it could possibly be. You can use cards that people have given you, paintings, photographs, whatever. It's really, the sky is the limit. However far your imagination can go, that's what you can do on decoupage. So I think I've got some work done, or ready to do, a lot of work lined up that I need to do. I'll get it out. And I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Enjoy the time with your families. And I will see you again very soon. So until then, bye-bye.